Greetings, my fellow physics enthusiasts. This is Chad, your host, and to begin this demonstration of physics through snowboarding, let us consider the concept of motion. Snowboarding is based on motion, and without motion, we wouldn't be able to slide down a hill, fly through the air, or slide on rails and boxes. Simply put, snowboarding isn't very fun unless we're moving from one position to another over time. Lucky for us, we can maintain our motion and our fun because of inertia, which is the tendency for a body in motion to stay in motion and a body at rest to remain at rest. But surely we don't want to remain at rest, that's no fun. Well, thanks to Sir Isaac Newton's first law of motion, we know that with a little application of external force, we can be on our way. Where does such a force come from? Essentially, a force involves some type of energy. We'll need some energy, such as the chemical energy from the food I eat, to do work on the board, and thus exert a force that will maneuver us around the mountain. Unfortunately, there are other forces at play as we ride around. Friction, for example, occurs when two surfaces come in contact with one another and leads to the opposition of relative motion. So when my snowboard comes in contact with the snow, my motion will be opposed by a frictional force and I will slow down. As we see here, if I position my board in such a way so as to maximize the frictional force between my board and the snow, the force will have enough magnitude to stop my board completely. However, not all surfaces are the same. So as we see here, if I position my board in a similar way on this box here, I will be able to slide across without a problem. This is because boxes are made to be slicker than snow, meaning that there won't be as large of a frictional force between my board and the box. Another force that affects our day on the mountain is one we encounter all the time: gravity. Gravitational force as we know it can basically be illustrated as the Earth's pull on our bodies. And since we often find ourselves on sloped surfaces around the mountain, this gravitational force essentially pulls us down to the bottom. Gravity serves not only to set us in motion, but it also allows us to sail through the air without flying away into space. This action of going up in the air and coming back down to the ground again is called jumping, and is one of the most exciting things to do when you snowboard. As we see here, the snowboarder uses his velocity to send himself into the air, only to be brought down again by the gravity that constantly affects him. Now that you have some scientific knowledge, you're ready to go have some fun on the mountain.
Let's do it!
Just remember when you're riding out there that physics is to thank for all your good times. This is Chad, your host. Thank you for watching, and I apologize for my monotone voice.